Yes, Lord, what up, Angels and Saints? It's your boy with the bandana, the color Salvation Gaming, back with another Fight Night Champion ROR recreate or rewrite video for Fight Night Friday. And in this bout, we got Evander, the real deal Holyfield, going up against George Foreman, Mr. Grills himself. Now, I'm just playing with y'all, but for real, in the original bout, a lot of people was counting George Foreman out because of his age. And hence the title of the original bout, the Battle of the Ages. Though Foreman was able to stay competitive throughout the fight, Holyfield ultimately came out with the win by unanimous decision. Now, is it possible that George Foreman could change history by winning this bout? Or will history stay the same and Evander Holyfield come out the victor? Or he might just change history too by knocking him out. But we don't know. But if George Foreman wins, then we can make this a part 2 if y'all would like a part 2. You know, and so on and so forth. If it gets to a part 3, then you already know, bare knuckles. But until then, let's enjoy the first fight. Sit back, relax, grab a snack, and chill like a Mac. Enjoy the fight.
Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Evander Holyfield. Fighting fire with fire sometimes can work, but can it work under circumstances like this when a power puncher is going up against George Foreman?
Yeah, it can. In other words, you have to have a little defense to go with that ability to generate fire, or in this case, power.
Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Nice strike after catching one by Evander Holyfield. Holyfield's doing well here with that 2-punch combination. Crashes home with the uppercut. Foreman's putting a smile on his corner man's face right there and frustrating his opponent with that jab. You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut? Look at that. Great work there. Good, strong uppercut. He comes right back with it after taking one. He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut. Little head hunting with the left. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by George Foreman. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. He comes with the straight right hand. And we come to the end of the round, and you know his trainers gotta love that because they stress, hey, go out there and be smart with what you're doing. He was very smart about when to throw and how to land it.
And that's the key in the sweet science. Placing your punches, as you said, making them count.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Right to the head with that right. That is a sharp uppercut by Evander Holyfield. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. .90 seconds to go here in this round. Right back at him with a left hand. Evander Holyfield the bad end of a flush. Solid hook. Nice solid left hand scored by George Foreman. Well, I like the way he went to the body with that hook. Holyfield with a block. Teddy, you get your hands on George Foreman. You can shape him any way you want. What do you want to improve with him?
Well, first of all, you want to understand what you don't want to mess with. I think that's the most important thing to a good teacher, a good trainer. What not to touch. Obviously, his confidence that he can hurt you, and his ability to control distance, to be set on his feet. He knows he's a puncher. He's always set to punch. That's one good thing about him. If you want to improve his technique, he leaves holes. Shorten his punches up a little bit. Cover. A lot of times after he throws a heavy punch, that heavy punch drops down and he leaves himself open. He doesn't cover back the way you would want to. The old timers would say, throw a punch, test hot water. Get that hand right back. We got it.
Number 3 is underway. A thundering right hand from George Foreman. Foreman's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Oh, and the right hand comes into play by Evander Holyfield. Holyfield's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. To the head he goes with a left hand. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Foreman's off mark all night long, and Teddy, he's getting tired just missing punches.
Well, this is a good example. You know, we know what happens when they land, but this is a good example of what happens when they don't land. Sometimes you get a little discouraged.
Blocks that belt line well. Holyfield's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
Big George Foreman unloads a left hand. Solid right by Evander Holyfield. And that's the end of round 3.
The water and swim.
The beginning of round 4, a chance to look at the scorecards. And Teddy, you like what he's done so far early, a clean sweep of all 3 rounds.
Yeah, a couple of rounds were close, but on the inside, when both of them had their chance to separate a little bit, he was the one who made the right decision to punch.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield's strategy coming in was to land a lot of jabs. Teddy, you got to grade him out with an A here.
Maybe even an A+, Joe. That plus is the right hand. Once the jab has been there, bang, the right hand came just when it was supposed to. Give him an A+.
How about that left hand? Hits him in the mug with the right. And now he's targeting upstairs. Those uppercuts that George Foreman was able to land on Joe Frazier and winning the heavyweight title, they were lifting Joe Frazier off the ground.
You know, Joe Frazier, because of his style, as terrific as he was made to order for George Foreman.
Hooks to the head. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Countdown, the final moments of this round. Scores well to the head with the right hand. Round comes to an end. Joe and Teddy with you here ringside. Teddy, you know, you really got to admire how accurate he is. I mean, he makes the most of what he throws.
Yeah, he makes it count. This is a guy who doesn't want to waste anything.
We got it.
Round number 5 has arrived. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by George Foreman. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. Evander Holyfield's doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this?
Well, right now, you made a good point there, because right now his opponent is wondering too much. You know, he's just busy blocking the punches, wondering about the combinations he's not getting off.
George Foreman lands a huge blow. And once again, he returns fire up top. Unable to connect by George Foreman. And round 5 comes to an end. Foreman's corner has to keep him calm. That's the kind of cut that can send a fighter into fits.
Yeah, and a corner man into using crazy glue instead of adrenaline. I mean, that is a scary cut, as you just said.
We got it.
The start of the 6th round. Evander Holyfield's ability to utilize this jab, fighting on the outside, has been so critical in what we've seen on the scorecard so far. Why so, Teddy?
Because it's not a common jab. You know, he reminds me, believe it or not, of Hector Camacho, the former junior lightweight champion, because he throws a trip hammer jab. You know, usually you turn that jab over, you know, counterclockwise, but he doesn't turn it over. He just drops it down. It just drops straight down. There's no warning, and boy, it's been landing.
Nice work with the jab on the outside. Excellent jab by Evander Holyfield. Good right hand. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Evander Holyfield's on the bad end of a very impressive hook up top. Good effective work with that straight right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Evander Holyfield. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Foreman crushes home a left. You can almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. As we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he was doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I notice is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened to him. You know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get going. You know that he's positive. You know that he had a good round.
He looks like a good, strong fighter right now. What an excellent two-punch combo by Evander Holyfield. Now hugging on the inside. Rushing uppercut by Evander Holyfield. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Foreman's in a cycle right now that's not paying off for him. He has been busy. Yes, he's committed to trying to be on the attack, but not enough of these punches are landing.
No, I would not call this guy in, from what I've seen, to paint my house. Because, I mean, this guy looks like he paints graffiti boards. I mean, he's just throwing stuff in there, like you said, and it's not making the picture you want to see. It's not accurate. It's not effective.
At the halfway point of round 7. There's a straight right hand. George Foreman is always dangerous, but right now George Foreman is in survival mode after getting... What a big shot! Oh, right to the gut, and right to the ground he goes. One, two, three, 4, 5. So big George Foreman able to get up after that knockdown, and now a real challenge in front of him.
Now the challenge right now is really the opposite of any challenge that he's ever faced before. Usually the challenge is how to get rid of a guy, you know, how to put his big paws on a guy. Now he has to find a way to survive.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Oh, what a big hook to the head by Evander Holyfield. Foreman's opponent is having a field day, Teddy. That left hand lands again.
Well, he keeps moving the wrong direction. He needs to move away from that punch.
We open up round 8, we look at Teddy's scorecard, and it is much the same. All these rounds now starting to just blur together. They're taking the same exact form, one guy dominating the other.
Yeah, and the one who's dominating Why should he change? Of course he's not going to change. All the emphasis, all the burden now is on the opponent. He's got to change something.
If that keeps up, this is going to be a good night. The right hand scored by Evander Holyfield. Took a shot, now he gives a left. George Foreman's got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway where cars are coming. I mean, he stopped right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Big shot there. Boy, he's so big and sturdy, but Foreman taking off his feet that time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Evander Holyfield. So he takes a breather between rounds after he just put forth more of the same punishment. Teddy, we've been sitting here all night long as he lands these thudding blows. You can just hear the damage landing.
Yeah, and I can feel them. Some fluids that I don't really want are coming onto my shirt.
I don't know that there's any hope here as we start this new round. He's been knocked down numerous times already tonight, including the last round.
And I'm sure on that fateful night with Corrales and Castillo, when Corrales had already been on the floor 2 times, his mouthpiece was out, it looked like it was over. I'm sure nobody thought that it was only beginning. And it was. Corrales came back and scored a knockout.
Foreman's hurt by that. Big shot. Knocked down again. Unreal.
Now you gotta wonder what the corner's thinking. Are they gonna stop this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it. It's over. Fight is over. Evander Holyfield's in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner.
Way of knockouts. Your winner, Evander, the real deal Holyfield.
Evander Holyfield's power that we saw throughout the night, building a lead on your scorecard, now ends the night with a knockout victory.
And it begins the next night, the next dawn, the dawn of the new beginning. More money. Knockouts bring money.
Yeah, good one for the fans. Glad you tuned in to see it with us. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us.